Welcome to the Corsair booth at CES 2016. We have got a couple of case products to show you guys, starting with the Carbide Clear 400C. And the C is for Corsair. No, it's not. It's for Clear. Huge thanks to Squarespace for sending Linus Media Group to CES 2016. Check out the link in the video description to learn more about Squarespace. So what they've done here is they've basically taken the concept of an optical drive-less computer case, which is not the first time we've seen it, but they've gone and they've tried to find what they think is a better balance in terms of features and size than what's already on the market. So the 400C allows a full ATX motherboard. It's got what I personally think is just stunning. We first saw it on the 760T, their full glass door with the removable hinge style thing on the side here. And then they've allowed you to effectively jam an incredible amount of hardware in here. So the power supply is covered by a nice, by the way, removable shroud, and then there's another shroud piece here that can also be removed if you want to cover up your cable management. So you can see the way that they've got it done here, makes it look really clean, or you can take it out if you want to be able to pop in a triple 120mm radiator in the front. To go along with that, you can put another dual 120mm radiator in the top for a total of 5 120mm rads in what is a mid-tower case. In fact, if you're going custom liquid cooling, it's possible? No, I think we'd have interference on the back, but still very, very impressive. On the top, you've got their awesome magnetic removable fan filter system going on here, and in terms of airflow, there's basically no restriction because while the front panel is the sort of Corsair signature, I mean, we're talking since the 800D, flat black box, the sides themselves are completely full of air vents that are almost an inch off the front of the case. So you're going to have ample airflow in any situation. Now, there's actually two versions of this case. There's the C with the C for Corsair, and then there's actually the 400Q, the Carbide Quiet 400Q, where the Q is for Corsair. So really different from the other one. And the only differences here are that the top is now also removable, but not a fan filter, because it's supposed to be quiet. You're not supposed to fill it with fans, but you can because you can take the top off. And on the underside of this, you got magnets, so you can go ahead and mount that puppy on there, as well as noise deadening material. Now, this is unusual, but the Q and the C both actually cost exactly the same. And normally you charge extra for the window. The reason for that is that the Q has noise deadening high-density rubber material on all of the internal panels. And that costs money just the same as an acrylic or plexi window does. So you can see in this one, they haven't gone quite as balls to the wall in terms of all the liquid cooling radiators and all that stuff, a more modest configuration, but that's what you'd expect. The one cool thing about this is it gives you a bit of a better look at that cable management hole with this bottom shroud here. I don't think I can remove this, but oh, hold on. Oh, no, there's a screw in the back, so we won't pull too hard on it. Which leads us then, I guess, to the last Corsair case that we're showcasing, and this is the Carbide Series Spec Alpha. Personally, not a fan. I think the word that they've asked me to use is polarizing, when I think what I said was repugnant or something like that. It's got this angular front that kind of, towers over you menacingly, except that it's kind of small, but it does have some positive things going for it. The aesthetic can be customized. The colors can actually be changed very easily. We've got two versions of it over here. So there's like a red and white, there's a black and gray, there's also going to be a black and yellow, and then any number of other colors if a system integrator or whoever else wants it. It's got built-in fan control, and it's got, the usual things you'd expect from Corsair. So the mesh front for good airflow, the side window for, nice tall CPU coolers if you're into that sort of thing, or, liquid cooling compatibility if you're into that sort of thing. Let me know in the comments. Am I totally wrong? Is this the new black? I do genuinely want to hear from you guys. I mean, surely someone likes it. Apparently, this is a big hit from the Latin American and the Chinese resellers. They're like super stoked on this, so I want to hear from you guys. So thanks for checking out our first video here from the Corsair suite on the 400C, 400Q. Remember, the C and Q are both for Corsair, as well as the Spec Alpha, I believe this thing goes by. Thanks for checking us out, and a huge thanks to, Squarespace for allowing us to be here at CES 2016. Remember, guys, Squarespace, build it beautiful. By it, I mean your website. So head over to squarespace.com/Linus to save 10% on building your beautiful website today.